When programming in Tensor, Tensor will ask you when making an NC job, what kind of tool would you like? So these tools you can always select from the tool library. So we can take a closer look at the tool library by opening the tool library, and here's our list of tools. So you have a number of tools. For example, you have the flat end mill. You can define a bowl mill or a ball end. The N stands for the tool number. So for example, if you would use this tool for FANUC, the NC program would give you T6, M6 for example. This is diameter of the tool, the cutting length of the tool, so the simulator will check if you don't have a collision with your tool when machining. And this is the tool type. So if we would take a closer look at the ball end 16, we can click on Edit Tool, and this window will present all the parameters belonging to this tool. For example, the color the simulator will use when using this tool in a program. You can see the diameter of this tool, the cutting height. The maximum spindle speed is the maximum spindle speed of your machine, and these are important values. You can enter your own spindle speed values or the feed, and you have a possibility to relate this to the material you're machining. So for example, this is aluminum, and if we click on Edit, you can see the values belonging to aluminum for the cutting speed. Like for example, in this case is 150. You can enter the feet per tooth and the feet per tooth when plunging, and you can add as many materials as you wish by just clicking on New Technology and entering a new one. So let's say for example we would select the steel, and we select steel, and if we would click on Calculate, it will take these values in account and the diameter of the tool and the number of teeth. So if we click on Calculate, Tensor will recalculate the exact spindle speed and feed you would like. So if we click on OK, these values will be saved by the Tensor tool library until the moment you alter them again. So if you would move to the flat end 16 tool and click on Edit, you would get a different picture, you would get different parameters, and you can enter all the values you would like to. So if you take a look here, you can see different kind of tools like a ball end mill, a bowl mill with of course different parameters, or you can define a chamfer tool or a chamfer flat tip tool, a drill, and you can even define a center drill. So you can define all your tools right here in your tool library and add the right spindle speed and feeds depending on the material. So if we click on OK and we would click on Select, this would mean that in this case we would select the flat end 16. Select. So now this is the active tool if you move on to your next NC job. So take a closer look at yourself at the tool library and try to define new tools or changing them. And afterwards move on to the next video of the Tensor CadCam. If you click on OK, Tensor will save the values you enter here for this tool. But in this case this is a ball end, so we need to change this again and change it back to a ball end mill as it was. So then we click on OK, and we can then, if we would like to, select this tool, so that tool will be active from this moment on. So far